All right, welcome to a day in the life of an insulin thin person. Of course, that would be me, Dr. Grego. I'm going to show you what my morning routine's like. And so basically when I first get out of bed, I drop to my knees and I thank God. And I also say hello to my son Sean, who has graduated at a very early age. And then I go right into a deep breath, right? Shoulders back, breathing in through the nose, hold it for just a second. Then I exhale, letting my shoulders fall forward. I'll do that for 2 or 3 times. And then immediately I go into my DDP yoga. And there's a link to that as well. But as far as that, we just kind of sit here for a moment, kind of stretch out the lower part of the back, bend the head forward. And then I come forward on my hands and knees, let that stretch out. I then go into just a plank for a moment. From the plank, I bend backwards, get my feet flat, then very slowly I inch by inch back and then to my ankles, up from my ankles to my knees. I stop there for a moment and then I just do a very simple neck exercise. This actually puts the curve back in the neck. Why do you want a curve in your neck? Because you have a bowling ball on top of your shoulders. Women's heads weigh about 12 pounds, men's head weigh about 15 pounds. So I just do it 3 times each side, and then I finish coming up slowly, inch by inch, until I come to the top. Another big breath, shoulders all the way out. Okay, after that, I'm going to sit down for just a second, back on the bed, and we're going to do a little homage to God. Right? This is called JAPA meditation. I'll also put a link in that as well. Wayne Dyer does an excellent job of explaining it. I just do 2 minutes of the very powerful meditation. It goes like this. So why is that so important? Because that happens to be the frequency of God. It's 432 hertz for those of you who care about that technical stuff, and that's the same as Gregorian chants. The Gregorian monks, when they used to bring sick and ill people into the monasteries, they used to walk out healthy and whole. A large part was due to the vibration that was in there from the chanting. And again, the ah, the is 432, God's frequency. It's kind of a neat thing too that it's also in every other name of God, if you think about it. That would be Messiah, Dalai Lama, Buddha, Hare Krishna, Dalai Lama, and on and on and on and on. So it's kind of silly though that we actually fight and kill over all these various names of God when the very frequency that he hears is in all those names. Then I jump in to my Wim Hof abbreviated or actually accentuated shower. I just don't do cold. I do hot and cold to exercise the cardiovascular because arteries are muscles. They contract and relax. How do you work a muscle? You relax it. And that's neutral, by the way, the green. And in just a second, that's going to turn red. And that will be the relaxation part of the arteries or for the cardiovascular system muscle. And there it is. And then once I'll do that for 30 seconds, and then I'll go back to blue, which is cold, and that's a contraction. And so I'll relax, contract, relax, contract. We'll do that for 30 seconds each, blue and red. So then I come over here and we do the morning of the brushing teeth. So you'll notice my toothpaste probably isn't your toothpaste, but you might think about getting this toothpaste. It's almost used up. This is Revitin. It's made by dentists. What's the big deal? Well, they figured out there's a different microbiome. There's different flora living in our mouth compared to our gut, and they would like certain prebiotics and probiotics, so they put all kinds of good stuff in there to feed that flora. Why would you care about the flora in your mouth besides bad breath and gingivitis and bleeding gums? Okay, then you would think about nitric oxide. There's certain types of bacteria in the back of the tongue that produce oxygen and NO, which is super powerful for the heart, again for the cardiovascular system, for the brain, and that all happens with Revitin. It doesn't happen with your toothpaste. Why? Because if you look on the back of your toothpaste, you're going to have a little red box, and it's going to say if more than accidentally is swallowed during brushing, call the poison control center immediately. Wonder why it says that. Go ahead, take a look. It says that, and it says that because that's rat poison. You're swallowing rat poison. Fluoride, sodium monofluoral sulfate, I'll get it out, and sodium monofluoral sulfate and phosphate are both rat poison, right? Both those forms of fluoride, actually all forms of fluoride are poisonous. We're not supposed to swallow them. But I even have some worse news for you, because there's a faster way than swallowing toothpaste to get it inside your system. What would that be? That would be sublingually, under your tongue, and insalivation through the sides of your jaws. If you can keep toothpaste out of those places, you're doing better than me. So they come in about 10 seconds. So here I have a little bottle right here. I guess I should tell you that too before I put it on. This is not Visine. I would not put this in your eyes. This is hydrogen peroxide, H2O2. It's 35% food grade. Yes, you can get it on Amazon. And what does this do? Well, it is a oxidizer. It's a peroxidizer, right? So what it's going to do when I put this on and I brush my teeth, right? Look at those, it foams up. I have rabies. No, I have whitening. I have super whitening. And so, give me a look at that. If you want your teeth to look like this, then use this and this. Only make sure you put an X on this so your children or anybody doesn't put this in their eye, because that would be a catastrophe. Thank you so much for listening to my morning routine. I'm about to show you now how I take my vitamins and what vitamins I take. Thanks.